Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to Steven's Sausage Roll. I wasn't able to solve this one quickly on the last episode, and just for the sake of variety, I think we're going to go do a different puzzle. I didn't spend that long on it, but see, I don't remember if I looked at this one yet. Cold Pit. Yeah, this looks completely new. Alright, I can't really see anything else off the map, but this looks pretty straightforward so far. Oh, is there a ladder over here? Why in the world would you need that? Or maybe that's just how I got up here from the overworld and it's not part of the puzzle. Alright, so let's get this into position. I'll see if there's more to this puzzle in a minute. But for right now, it seems likely that I just want to... Oh. I think I have to take this with me. There doesn't seem to be any handy place to leave it. I think I want to move at least one space forward on this before I start this process, because I need to make sure this doesn't get dropped in the low point. I can't move it one more than that because I still have to be able to stand on this. Then we can move up to move things forward. And then we do that again. Alright, unfortunately we managed to save it. Now, unfortunately, I messed up, I think. I think I need to be in this position. And then we'll move up to roll it backwards. And then now that we're here... this is still wrong. Okay, so now I can roll it backwards, and then we can just push. Oops. Oh no, this is fine. Okay, so now I just go over here, and gotta get this thing into position to allow us to get back. Alright, so that's the one that I didn't do. Let's go check this out. Cold Trail. Alright, so we can go up the stairs at some point. We do have the ability to spear things. Once they're down on the lower ground, we can spear them against either of these walls. Got plenty of room to move around here. I don't think it's going to be particularly relevant. To get stuff on top of the... To get one sausage on top of the other. Although maybe... Alright, so let's just verify how this works. So if I put one of these down, since I'm moving to the right... And let's just go down there and... get it in roughly the position that I want to be in, which I think is there. I would want to get it lined up perfectly, if this is indeed how you do this, which it might not even be. Okay, so it looks like actually the problem is getting this one on top, because I have to get it over all of those things so that I can push it into the correct position. So this is probably completely wrong. So I think instead the idea is let's just get these pushed up a little bit so that they're not in the way of the ladder when I go down. Just go ahead and get this one out of the way. Okay, let's get the other one down. Oops. We can back it up one and then do the same process. Okay, so those are clear now. And then I believe what I'm going to want to do is get these sort of in position to where they can be used as a conduit for this thing. So I believe that's lined up exactly right. Yeah, so that should just roll straight across. Let's get up here, and I'm gonna have to put this all the way down at the end so that I can still get down the ladder. Okay, so let's just do a couple of experiments. If I roll that away, then I've now got this thing sitting on my fork, so I don't want that. I could do the same thing from this direction. Okay, and that actually rolls it with it. Let's see if I can skip one. So if I put this here, then next time I roll this from the top, so I don't... Alright, let's just keep going that way. Alright, I can already see how this is going to get a little dicey. I can't roll that from this position. Let's do a couple of... Oops, that was wrong. Get it up here. Okay, so now if I push this... Alright, let's just see what this looks like. Okay, so that's not quite right. I need to get one more forward. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay, I don't care if it's in that position. In fact, that's probably where I want it. Okay, so now this should be in the correct position. And then I push it one more. Oh. Well, that wasn't what I expected. Alright, I think I can do this. I just have to be really careful while I'm doing all this stuff. That's all grilled. I just have to step perpendicular to these directions. Alright, not bad. Cold jag. Alright, so I'm gonna have to get over there. To grab that thing. And then once I get all of them, we just roll them all at the same time. So it seems like just acquiring that is the main puzzle. Let's just do the obvious. Or at least what I think is the obvious. So the problem with this plan, possibly, is that I'm always going to be on the wrong... Alright, let me redo that. Okay, so I can roll both of them over there at the same time. I think I want that because... I'm going to do something like this. This might be wrong. Yeah, I don't have a way to get back now. Alright, so let's try. Let's just go leave this over here. Let's just go and get this out of the way completely. We'll see if that ends up being a bad idea. Okay, so now the question is, can I do this with a single piece? And the answer is no. Because now, when I try to roll back, I get stuck. So I do need to use both of them to get over there. Let's take another look at what happens when I do that. Okay, so I have to do at least this. Now, what problem did I run into when I tried to do this before? I don't have a way to get off of these. So let's actually fix that. Let's go up here and change the position of this. So I'm going to need to put this somewhere where I can step from it to somewhere else. I'm not sure about this. So I think the problem here is I need to do these one at a time. Alright, let's go take another look at this. So what happens if I ditch one of these temporarily? I know I already tried this, but I just need to refresh my memory. I could leave that one anywhere. So for instance, let's try leaving it here. So now I come over on this one. And then I push this off so I can have access to it. Then we take this across. Okay, well that's obviously not good. Now I'm stuck. Hmm. Okay, I think taking only one of these over is a mistake. Now, as soon as I move from my current location, I'm going to get myself into trouble. So let's instead do this. Okay, so now I'm in a position where I could roll this back over to the ladder. Hmm. Okay, so the only way for me to get back down is using the ladder. So what I need is a way to get all three of these on the ground level. Take one roll back to the ladder, and have the others in a position where I can access them. And that's the problem with this right now, is that this one is not accessible. In fact, neither is the other one. So I can't actually leave either of these adjacent to this upper walkway when I come down from here. So I think what I need to do is roll these out. And then use... Okay, I feel like I'm really close now. The only problem is I need to move this back one more out so that I can get behind it. I'm still not in a position where I can access it. So I need to somehow get this one further down. Which means I actually need to keep it up high before I need to keep it on the... on here. Okay, so... what happens when I do this? Okay, so that stays up there. Now I need to move it one more over. That was the wrong way. Now we need to move it off. Now I can move this back. That's in a position where it's accessible now. Now I can step down here, roll this over. Now I can get onto this one, which will allow me to... no, it won't. Okay, so now the problem I have is, even with just one of the... well, that was the wrong thing to do, but even with just one of these, I can't actually get off. So being able to get off of there at all... wish I had thought of this before. Let's just leave this in position. Being able to get off at all is going to require me to leave this one there. It's the only way I can stop it. And now these are all stuck. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's it. So now they're all in a position where I can grab them, and I can spear them all from the left, bring them over here, unspear from the right, and start to push them on. Alright, that was pretty cool. I definitely wasted too much time thinking about, like, trying to stand on top of these extra blocks here. Alright, hopefully I haven't forgotten anything important. That was a good example of kind of working from the aspect of what's the one thing that you need. And it wasn't even like what I needed to solve the puzzle. It was what I needed if I ever wanted to use that ladder again. Like, that was literally the only way that I would ever be able to step back onto that platform. And once I realized that that's what the issue was, it was fairly straightforward to solve from there. Take a look at this one. Cold finger. Alright, so these are going to roll off of each other when I move them, presumably. Let's try getting them all lined up down there first. Oh no, they're all rolling together. So what I can do is, I have a way to unspear these on the right, it looks like. Oh. Well, that's not what I thought I was going to do. And that's actually completely wrong. Alright, let's just start over. I want to experiment with some things that I might be able to do here. So, first of all, swinging at that from any direction seems to have the same effect. Oh, okay. So that's what this is for. This prevents it from moving, and that allows me to actually get them situated. Interesting that turning away like that causes it to fall. But I did something similar recently that didn't work that way. If I'm holding it on the edge of my fork, then it stays there. No? Just always falls? I've definitely been in a position where I've managed to hold on to it. Alright, that only gets me one of them, but... I'm not actually sure how I'll deal with the other one. Okay, so the clear problem here is that there's no way to get through there. And unfortunately... Alright, let's try this. Well... Okay, so if I have it speared from this side, I obviously can't do anything. Hmm. And if I have it speared from this side, I can leave it there. That doesn't actually help me, though. At least I don't think it does. Alright, now I can't move in here at all. And I can't move it one more back. See, what I don't get here is even if I manage to get the first two over this wall, because they're up high, there's still the problem of the last one. Like the one that's already on the ground level. I don't see a way to get it through this maze over to where it needs to be grilled. I just realized I can move this from this location. Alright, so all of them can be individually moved through the maze by the path that I just took. So now all I need is a way to get the second one off of there. Okay, so there's no ladder. There's no way for me to get up to level 2. So I can't push it. What I can do is get these guys on top of myself. Or at least one of them on top of myself. Like so. Which actually allows me to rotate. So I can do that. Now, unfortunately, trying to do that again. Oops. That was definitely not what I wanted. Alright, I'm going to restart this, just so that I can get everything into the position that I think I want it in. So unfortunately, I have to be facing this. And then I think what I really want to do is come stand in this spot and push it off that way. Seriously? Okay. Oh, actually, I think I do want to leave this on top of one of these. Let's do... this is bad, though. Because I want them all to stay in the same orientation, and unfortunately, I don't think that's possible. I think the only way for me to get this down to ground level... Oh, this is going to be rough. I think what I'm going to have to do is leave this one horizontal. And I'm going to have to somehow get it in position where it will drop right on one of these sets of spots, and then I can roll it onto the other one. But I have to set it up so that it drops after I've pushed the other two through. Because it'll be the last one that I finish. But let's go see what happens if I roll this. Okay, so unfortunately, when I roll it that way, it gets pushed off in that direction. And as we've already established, I have no way to stand on level 2, so I can't push it directly. Alright, let's see if there's another way to do this. Let's see if I can keep them all facing the same direction. I spent a bunch of time screwing around here, and then... Okay, so here I am. With it on top of my head. Let's go over here. Now, is this going to leave it there? Let's actually push this out of the way so I don't have to deal with that. Okay. No. That's the same problem as before. Well, shoot. This is tough to think about. So what I need is something to push this against. I think if I do this, I end up leaving it behind. I don't believe there's any way to ever retrieve that. Oh, I was actually in the right place in the first point, the first time. Okay, so now if I do this... Yeah, so it's just not interested in moving with any of these other pieces once it's resting on that block. Oh wait, am I just being really dumb? I think I'm just being really dumb here. Let's go back to where... Okay, right. So we've already established that there's multiple ways to leave it behind when it is in the wrong orientation. But now I can just get it into the right orientation by doing... let's see. I want to probably have it from this side. Oh no, I can't turn while I have it speared. For some reason I thought I could turn around. Alright, this episode's going really long. I'm going to think about this for just a little bit longer, and then we'll probably call it for this episode. So let's go back to this plan where this thing is in the wrong orientation, and I have to roll it over there, keeping it on top of these guys the whole time. So the immediate problem I see is once it's on top, it can only fall in front of the direction that I'm rolling the piece underneath it. Which means that it's going to get grilled. So if I land it... Okay, so if I land it dead on, and then I roll it over here to grill the other side, then there's no way to move it without burning it, or dropping it in the water. Which means that I won't be able to grill the other two. And if I land it either just past or just in front, where it only cooks one side of it, I mean, that's clearly never going to work. Unless I'm really missing something obvious, or I guess it wouldn't have to be obvious, but it seems obvious that you can't do that. So then the... Okay, and if it's sitting on top of a piece, I can't push it off. Like, I can't push it off behind. Yeah, I don't know. My instinct right now is that there must be a way to get this, to get them all separate like this, but have them all be, um, vertical. Have them all maintain their original orientation. And I can sort of see ways that one might go about doing that. Like if I end up with a... Oh. If I end up with the last one on my fork... I think this is wrong. But let's just go take a look at it. Okay, so right now it's on my head, but what if it was on my fork instead? Let's go back to where we have some stacking going on. Alright, I don't even remember how we did this. I guess we got back here. And then we turned this way to push that off. So one interesting option I have is by doing something like spearing this, then I increase my options in terms of motion that I can do. Perhaps not significantly, but... Alright, let's go back a little more. I want to see if I can get this on my fork instead of on my head. So where did I get this? Okay, so I got it on my head by doing that. So let's instead do this. Now I've got it sitting on my fork. And the problem with that is... Wait. Wait. Let's go back. So what happens if... we do this a little differently? Okay, that's still wrong. Let's go up one more. It's not what I expected to have happen for some reason. Okay, but now I'm back to square one. I can't really do anything with these. I can disconnect them there, but now I've got 2 stacked. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this in the next episode. This one went way longer than I intended. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and thanks for watching.